So we're going to do a short sequence for the lungs and the large intestine energy systems. These are seen as being the dimension of our being that we're looking at nourishing in the fall season. So coming to lie back in your space on your mat, just taking a couple of rounds of breath here, being with your breathing as it rises and falls in your belly. Good, and then linking your fingers around your right knee, drawing it in. Left leg can be long on the mat. Taking your leg across your body, coming into a twist. Right arm can reach out, palm can be down for grounding, up for openness. Good, releasing out and then switching it up. Right leg lengthens, left knee is going to bend, linking your fingers around it. Taking your leg across your body, coming into that twist. Palm can be down or up. Good, and then releasing out of it, having both of your feet on the mat now, knees bending, legs about hip distance. On your inhale, go ahead and tuck your tailbone, lifting into your hips, lifting into your back, a vertebrae at a time, and then exhale, rolling back down. Good, once again, inhale, lifting into it. Exhale, rolling back down. And then you can continue to lift and lower if you want, or you can just stay in the lifted position here. Nice and strong in your glutes and your legs and arms. So we're opening kind of through that front fascial plane of the body, opening through the large intestine area, opening, broadening through the lung area, all of those tiny little muscles connecting your ribs there. That's it. And then gently rolling back down. And if you need to move or sway in any way, you can. Have the soles of your feet come together and then taking your ankles or linking your fingers around the outsides of the feet and getting an inner leg opener here. Breathing as you go. Good. And then just releasing out. And just for a moment, legs and arms up towards the ceiling, just shaking everything out. Hands and feet, fingers and toes. Just that sense of like letting go, of releasing. That is central in the fall. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Link your fingers around your right knee, pushing up through your left leg and coming into a comfortable cross-legged position here. Okay, feeling nice and grounded. Link your fingers together, pushing out through your hands, and then go ahead and reach the arms up towards the sky. Looking forward or up. Again, opening through the front of your body here. Breathing nice and deeply all the way down into the bottoms of your lungs. That's it. And then releasing out. So our lung lines flow through the thumbs, and then the large intestine lines flow up the back of the arms, up the shoulder, and then into the nose area. So we've got these kind of flow lines that we're working with. Right arm reaches out, and then exhale, bring it across your body, coming into a shoulder stretch here. Shoulder stretches are good for getting things flowing and moving through the large intestine. That's it. Breathing as you go. And then release. Okay, right leg stays as it is. Left knee's going to bend. Inner leg's going to come down to the ground. And then just beginning either left hand on the right leg or hands down, beginning to rotate towards your towards your right. Trying to root down a little bit in that left leg, feeling a stretch through the left side of your body, feeling a twist, breathing. And just for a moment, softening, coming back, and then let your left arm reach up, right palm down, and continuing to twist, but reaching out through those left fingers. So again, grounding down through that left leg, opening through your left belly area, through your ribs, opening through any tension that might be happening in the rib area, the belly area. Good. And then releasing out of it, coming back up. Comfortable cross-legged position. Nice and grounded. Use your index fingers and pushing into these points that are the last point on the large intestine line, kind of like just below in there, in the cheekbone, the top of the jaw, noticing a kind of a sensitive area. There are a few points, so don't worry too much. But just kind of pushing in, you'll feel like a tenderness or a sensitivity there, just kind of giving a boost to these large intestine lines here. Pushing in, you might feel it in your face, relaxing into it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then releasing out of it. Okay, left arm's going to reach out, and then go ahead and bring the left arm across and coming into that shoulder stretch, that large intestine line opener here. Breathing. Good. And then releasing out. Left leg stays the same. Right knee's going to bend. Inner leg comes down. Inside of the foot. Make sure that feels good. And just for a moment, beginning to twist towards the left side. Hand can be down or the fingertips can be down. And then you can come back for a moment. Right arm's going to reach out. So it's like your palms facing down. You're reaching out, left hand on the ground, rooting down through that right leg in a good way. So stretching and opening through that right rib area, your right belly area. Good. Reaching out, breathing. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Again, coming back to center. Okay, make sure the legs are doing all right. Comfortable cross-legged position again here. Go ahead and make some L shapes in the hands. So thumbs and index fingers. And then go ahead and just expand out here, lifting through your arms, pointing up through the index fingers, out through the thumbs, broadening across your chest. That's it, breathing as you go. And then from here, like you've got two water guns, just rotating and spraying out through the index fingers. You might even rotate the arms a little bit so the thumbs are pointing back, really lifting through the thumb pads of the hands here. Lifting into the arms, shoulder blades drawing down and together. Expanding across your chest, through your collarbones, spraying out. Opening through these two systems. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then releasing, shaking out a little bit from your tanden, from your hara here, beginning to rotate a little bit in your upper body. Good. And then coming the other way too. That's it. And then coming back to center, hands down behind you, fingers pointing behind you, and just thinking about arching into your back a little bit. Some people will walk the hands in. You can always lift the hips off the ground. So chin can be tucked, or you can be lifting through your face. Nice and strong and engaged in your glutes. If your hips are lifted, that's it. Good. 5, 4. Opening through your shoulders, through those beginnings of the lung lines there. 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then releasing down, shaking out a little bit, coming forward into tabletop, hands at your shoulders, knees at your hips, spreading through your fingers, grounding down through your knuckles. Move any way you need to. And then just seeing if you can lift your, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. So really grounded. In the fall, we're looking at grounding. We're looking at being strong, sending the roots deep into the ground, getting ready for winter time. It's also a quality of like conserving or gathering or preparing. Try to ground down through, in particular, the index fingers and the thumbs and that kind of those knuckles on the hands. For me, those are what typically will lift off. So you might be pedaling, stretching through the back fascial plane of your body here. Good. And then let your knees come down to the mat, and then bring your elbows down under your shoulders and come into like a forearm plank. Toes tucking under, belly button, lower ribs drawing in, looking down, active in your glutes, active in your legs, strong in your core, pulling in to this intestine area. That's a good 3, 2, 1. And then you can lower down. Tops of the feet can be on the floor here. And then have fists, open fists. So you make fists and you put them on either side of the belly here. So the big knuckles are typically pointing down to the mat, but it's just kind of like a massage in the kind of the large intestine, also the small intestine area. And you're just kind of softening into the belly a little bit, letting these hands, these fists be in there. You might move them around a little. It's like a gentle massage. It's a pretty vulnerable area. I typically find that I'm tensing up against it, but even just a little bit, kind of letting this massage happen through the belly here. That's it, good. And then maybe you can let the knees bend so that the legs are up towards the sky, and then just gently swaying your legs a little side to side. That'll help to kind of feel, kind of push the fists gently in to different areas of your abdomen here. Freeing things up. When the large intestine is stuck, obviously we feel a sense of like stagnancy, stuckness. So the more we're kind of helping things to flow, helping things to move, that manifests like emotionally for us and in how the season unfolds for us too. Good, one more breath. Okay, and then releasing the hands down. See if you can push up into tabletop. Big toes come together. Knees are gonna splay out as wide as you like. And then sitting back into your heels. Forehead can be on a block or on the mat. Just sinking back, nice and deep breathing all the way down into the bottoms of the lungs. Apparently, we don't even use the bottom third of the lungs most of the time. We get in a habit of breathing shallowly, but the more we can kind of breathe, the more we're able to let things come in, to let life come in, and then to release to let go on the exhale. Go ahead and push down through your hands, come up a little bit, and then walk them over to the right side. Stay grounded in your left leg, and then just like a side curve here, opening through that left rib cage area, that left waist, and breathing here. Good. And then inhale, come back to center, and then go ahead and come over towards your left this time, trying to root down if you can through that right hip. Good. Softening into it, breathing as you go. Good. And then gently releasing, coming back, and then go ahead and walk your body back in and up. Might just be in a perched position here for a breath or two. Good. And then coming forward. Once again, find that grounded, like mountain stance, toes tucking under, rooting down through your palms, through your knuckles, stretching through the back of your body. Chin can be tucking. You might be pedaling out a little bit. And then go ahead, bend your knees, walk your hands back to meet your feet. And you can fold for a moment or two here. Chin tucking, looking back. Good. Inhale, you can bend the knees, bring your hands up together over your head, and then exhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Good. Coming towards the front of your space, standing tall, a little bit wider than shoulder distance here, and then just tapping down these lines from the root of your shoulder into your thumb, and then up the index finger, up the back of the shoulder into the side of the face. Just do that a few times on the right side here, patting down and up. Kind of activating these lines. Last one, your fall lines. Good. Okay, and then switching it up here, patting from the left shoulder down to the thumb, and then flipping the arm coming up to the side of the face. Good. Doing it one more time. Good. Okay. Having your hands on your tanden for a moment, just letting things settle, noticing how you feel. So a couple, little bit below the belly button, knees are soft, gaze is lowered, just connecting with that sense of strength, of full lower body, open, spacious upper body. Good. And then feet, shoulder distance or a little wider actually, making those L shapes again, coming wide, knees are soft, and then just gently beginning to rotate a little bit, left and right here, a little. That's it. Easy does it. Index fingers wanting to point up, thumbs out. So keep that going here. Trying to really point out, expanding across your chest, through your biceps, across your shoulders, your collarbones. Good. Couple more. That's it. And then gently coming back to center here. Okay. Good. And then from here, seeing if you can square off and do a wide stance. Feet are going to turn out about 45 degrees or so. Belly button's going to draw in towards your spine here. Okay. Lower back's going to flatten and you're kind of scooping under in your tailbone. So feeling that grounding in your lower body, relaxed and open in your upper body. Palms can come together in front of your chest. Good. Breathing as you go here. You can focus your eyes on a point, just feeling that opening through your legs, that fullness. You might even imagine that you're buried in the ground up to your belly button. So there's that fullness, that earthiness, that grounding, that rootedness in your lower body. Upper body's more spacious, more open, soft. Good. And then from here, just lengthening into your legs for a moment, into your arms, bouncing out a little bit. And then once again, go ahead and bend the knees, belly button drawing in, nice and strong. Okay, palms together. And this time, just see if you can make these hitchhiking or thumbs up sign. And then go ahead and let the arms come wide. Okay, belly button still drawing in, nice and strong here. You're pushing out through the arms, and then go ahead and do what we did before, rotating the arms up. So you're pointing your thumbs back, big thumb, the thumb pads of the palms are really lifting. It's okay to bend the elbows. Keep staying strong in the legs, lifting through these thumb pads, noticing what you can feel. We can have different feelings, memories releasing, sensations, heat, just kind of letting things surface, letting things play out. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then you can release, step your feet in together, and then just kind of shaking out for a moment or two. Okay, this time, feet one leg's distance or so. Can always have a block down there. Okay, feet are going to be parallel. You can always bend the knees. Okay, inhale, opening through your chest, and then beginning to come forward, hands onto the floor or a block. Inhale, push down, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, go ahead and fold into it. You can look back between your legs. Remember, you can bend your knees if you need to. Bend your hips back. Good. And then push down, lift and lengthen. And then see if you can have your left hand ground down. Right arm's going to reach up towards the sky. Opening through the front of that shoulder here. And keep breathing. That's it. Right hand grounds down. Left arm's going to reach up. That's it. Once again, coming down. Maybe stepping those feet in together. Hands coming onto bending knees or onto your hips. And then inhale, you can come up into standing again. Heel toeing your feet a little. And then once again, just bouncing out for a moment or two here. Shaking out. That's it. So you're at the front of your space. And then see if you can take a big step back in your left foot. Okay, maybe you start off and the heel can be lifted. And you're just playing with rocking a little bit front and back here. Sensing the stretch in your legs, in your hips. And then ground down through that back foot. Right knee is going to be bending in line with the toes still. Okay, so we've got that. And then from here, just again with those open fists, or sometimes people will even sharpen their fingers and kind of put those in there. So this is your ascending colon here. Just kind of seeing if you can massage into that area a little bit. That's it. And then you can stay here, or you can come forward either with the fists like that, or you can even stack into your fists. Nice long body. You can kind of sandwich the fists in there. Stay strong in that back leg, grounding down. And then just kind of softening, relaxing into the right abdomen, letting those fists be in there, nourishing that large intestine area. Good. Taking one more breath. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly coming back up. Okay, stepping forward in the back foot. And then just taking out for a moment. Okay, right arm's going to reach up. Left hand's going to take the wrist there, the top of the wrist. Left knee's going to bend and the heel's going to lift. Inhale and then exhale, kind of like a side stretch here. letting that right elbow lift, finding a smooth curve. Again, opening through this waist area, through your intercostal muscles. Again, we can hold a lot of tension in the ribs, in the muscles, basically a cage of muscle and bone and fascia. So we want to have like a fluidity there. We want our lungs to be able to really move, to expand and deflate in a good way. Good. And then releasing out. Just for a moment, left hand on your chest, right arm out, and then stay grounded from your hips downwards. Just beginning to rotate and then flip your right palm up. Left palm comes towards your armpit, flipping into the left arm too. So broadening from fingertips out to the left elbow. Really creating a whole bunch of space in your rib cage, in your collarbones. Good. And then coming back to center here, taking out a little bit, just seeing if you can inhale up, come onto the balls of the feet, and then exhale, just bending and releasing. Inhale up, exhale, you might make a sound. Inhale, exhale, letting go. Good. Two more. That's it. Coming back. And then a little bit above the belly button, like just massaging into the transverse colon here. So coming across from your right over to your left. As the large intestine comes up the right, cross, and then it goes down and out. Good. And then from here, see if you can take a big step back in your right foot. And again, just kind of rocking maybe a little bit side to side, front and back. Stretching into your hips, and then have the right foot ground down, left knee still bending in line with your toes. And then with those open fists, just kind of getting in there on the left side now. And you can stay upright and really strong in the legs. This is a good grounded position. Or you can bring the fists as they are, or you can even stack them and you can come forward over that left leg. Lengthening through the crown of your head. Good breathing. That's it. And then when you're ready, you can come back out of it. Okay, stepping forward in the back foot. Again, shaking out. Feet about hip distance. Okay, left arm's going to reach up this time. Right hand takes the wrist. And then you can go ahead and let the right knee bend. Inhale. And then exhale, just beginning to side stretch towards your right this time. Good, lifting, releasing. That's it. And then coming out of it. Okay, right hand on your chest, left arm out, stay grounded, knees are soft from your upper body mostly, turning towards your left, and then left palm flips, and then right palm flips. Right palm comes away from the solar plexus towards your shoulder, and then it flips. So stretching from your left fingers out through your right elbow, broadening across your chest, good breathing. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then again, coming back to center. And then finally, just standing tall here. Hands on your tanden, knees are soft, gaze is lowered. Letting the practice you've done ground, settle into your body here so that it can benefit you moving forward.